how do you, as a mother, introduce your whole family to psychedelics? For those who don't know, we are talking about Jada Smith. What was it? I think Jada Smith, her son, has come out to talk about how, his mom introduced almost our family to psychedelics.
Introduced him to psychedelics. I think it was my mom, actually. That was really the first one to make that step for the family.
It's Mary.
And Amma.
You guys to like.
And subscribe.
And comment down below, you all.
Yeah.
For me, I just feel like so Jada Smith was at a psychedelic conference, and he actually did say that, at first my mom was the one who was on psychedelics, but then she decided to introduce us to the whole family. Right. And he said for him has been a good experience because he has been able to get along with his siblings, he's more calm, and that he has been able to, be on good terms with his siblings even outside of these psychedelic trips. For those who don't know what psychedelics are, it's kind of like a drug that kind of, I think, makes you hallucinate, something like that.
Absolutely.
Anyway, you guys can definitely go and Google it, but that's what I looked up. Yeah. But yeah, so somebody said something very funny.
I just wonder how young they were.
That's what I wondered.
That's what I just wondered, like how young were they when she introduced them to that.
But what's funny? We've always said the Smith family has always been off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, from the kids. I remember this one time when Willow Smith was in some bed with this guy from Hannah, Montana, some
older. He was much an adult,
older,
right?
Yeah, they were in bed together in some Instagram
partially
picture.
Naked.
Yeah.
And
I remember Jada Smith, there was some time, I don't know if it's true or not, but there were reports where he said he wanted to not have the Will Smith name, like he actually wanted to be, when you remove your parental rights from your parents.
Oh, yeah.
He wanted to get that done.
Yeah.
And then also there's rumors that anyway, I'm not going to talk about that because that might actually be a lie. But there were strong reports of him wanting to remove the parental rights from his parents from a very young age.
Yeah.
And stuff. So I now I can see why.
Yeah.
There were some things going on.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, we see her with his best friend.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was the first time that had happened. Also.
Oh, yeah. And then she started, because that was Jada Smith's best friend. He was living in the house. She said she wanted to take him on and help him and heal him or whatever the hell.
Maybe through the psychedelics as well. Yeah, it's all very interesting.
It's definitely very different from our world.
I know.
But
I don't want to say rich people problems. Not our problems. But it is a definite, the world that they have been has been definitely different. It's always interesting to me because they did not come from that world themselves. Like, they weren't wealthy to begin with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And how you just kind of lose your way like that.
I just, for me, I really kind of feel like maybe the breakdown kind of happened when Jada and Will got together, because she didn't want to be with him. I think she had just gotten over the whole Tupac thing. Her mom forced her to go be with him because she got pregnant. Yeah, she actually did not even want to go. The day of the wedding, she was crying her eyes out.
Yeah, that's what she said.
She said this in front of her daughter, which me personally, I don't think I would have told this to my daughter, especially not on a public platform.
I mean,
I don't go. I personally, I would not go and say I never wanted to be with your daddy. Yeah. On a public platform.
Yeah,
I think I probably would have told you in the closet.
Adult, right? She was an adult, so she's letting her know, I didn't even want to be with him. I know, I wouldn't have said because
not in public,
but she's still married to him. Forgot about that. They're still married, and you're like, I never wanted to marry you. By the way, I was crying my eyes out on the day of the wedding, and my mom forced me to marry you.
So then, also sounds like you have some trauma, right? So I feel like that's where the breakdown happened, right? Yeah. And then two, Will Smith was out here cheating, like nobody's business. And we all talk about Jada, but let's not forget Will Smith was out here in Europe talking about how. Jada can't do anything, but I definitely am free to do whatever in this relationship.
Yeah, he was free. I mean, he didn't say Jada couldn't do it, but he said that he was free to do whatever.
I think Jada came out and said that she doesn't.
Yeah, she did come out to say that,
I don't do anything.
But yeah, he was almost like in an open relationship by himself. But he was the one out there. So
but it's like when
Will Smith has taken her through some stuff. He has.
I mean, I can see. I mean, I'm not gonna sit down here and say that I believe it. Hey, my husband cheated. Let me go cheat too. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get out of there and go find somebody who loves me.
Well,
I'm not gonna go and be cheating, being toxic with you. Like for what?
They're determined to have bad marriage for life, as they did their little
or black love or whatever. Like I don't even like the word black love.
Well,
Whenever I hear black love, I hear struggle love. Somebody told me black. I said, "Oh, struggle love. That's what you're talking about?" Because that's what has been represented.
Exactly.
Like even with Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union.
That toxic mess.
I know. Both fighting to be the man in a relationship, but anyway. I can't. That's not even. But
and the thing is, you can't be that because you, Gabrielle, are not a man. You're
she wouldn't know because he has her in all these weird positions sexually as well. But we didn't get into that today.
Well, damn, Mary, you just come in with a pow.
No, because it's just so annoying. True. Just the whole. I don't know. I just feel like I think Jada actually got on psychedelics to kind of heal. Not heal, but to maybe forget some things. Like people use drugs or weed. Yeah. I think she used psychedelics and maybe some alcohol.
And psychedelics has been used. People who use it, they use it for depression. They use it to attain some other levels of consciousness. The thing, though, is that it's never sustained. It can never really be sustained because even though it might get you to another level of consciousness, you cannot maintain that. And that's because those other levels of consciousness, to get there, it takes really, and to sustain that, it takes something else. It takes a deep connection to the Creator. It takes, and that high that you get, you can actually get that through fasting.
Yeah.
You can get that through fasting and prayer. And that's sustainable. But the psychedelics, it can only get you but so far.
Yeah.
And then they also have other side effects too. So I think Jada, just from what she said at that Red Table Talk, she has been depressed for a very long time.
And probably still
Remember, I think her mom was on drugs when she was coming up. Yes, her mom was on drugs when she was coming up. There was a time when her mom was on drugs. And so she has had some trauma. And then Tupac comes into her life, right? And then he dies. And he was, the love of her life, right?
I don't know if he loved her like that. There have been reports that he only saw her as a friend. I don't know the story. That wasn't my generation.
But you know how sometimes what happens is you're friends with someone and then they die? All of a sudden now they are like this amazing person and this and that. But I feel like she was depressed, whether from her friendship, whether from lovership with Tupac. But she has been depressed for a long time before she even dealt with Will.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? And Will has this mentality.
Probably could tell she didn't want him
that
for a bag of
I can
oranges.
get whoever I can.
Yeah.
He had dumped his wife swiftly, went with Jada, broke that wife's heart.
Well, his heart was probably also broken because he knew Jada really did not want him that way. So he decided to pay her back by cheating on her.
You know what I'm saying? So
and I guess maybe she fell for him. It was doomed from the beginning, really.
Toxic, but they decide that no matter what, we're here to stay.
Bad marriage?
No, I'm not even going to fist bump that guy. I want that to be part of my stuff.
She said no.
And I don't even want that to be part of your stuff either. We ain't fist bumping that. But their craziness.
Yeah.
So I'm not really surprised.
Toxic love.
I'm not really surprised that that's what's going on.
Yeah.
It's one of those families that anything that comes up about them, I will not be surprised. I just wouldn't. But what is sad is that they didn't come from that background.
Yeah.
But this is what they've just chosen. Just the choices we make in life,
Yeah.
These choices that we make in life. And has her show been canceled now?
Yeah, it's off Facebook.
I see. Anywho,
But yeah,
you guys get in the comments.
I think
What do
there's
you
a
think
reason
about
why
this?
she did that.
The only question I have is how early was it introduced to the children? That's the only question that I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only question I have. And I'm sure with the August situation, I'm sure
Well, I
that
heard
was one
he's
of the
gay now.
things. Oh, he is.
He's been canoodling with some guy.
But was he bi or?
I don't know what he is. He's being
But
kind
now
of,
he has come out that he's gay. Oh wow, that's very interesting. I wonder if she introduced him to psychedelics because if that's how she was thinking that she was going to treat him.
yeah,
Interesting.
very, very interesting.
Wow, but
But,
no,
yeah.
not surprised at all. Anything this family does, I will not be surprised. You can't even knock me over with a feather.
I just feel like, on some degree, all families are a little dysfunctional, right? This is just on a different level that I don't know about. But yeah, it's Mary. Be what you guys to like
And subscribe.
and comment down below. Bye.